So okay guys, Riven confirmed. So let's take a look at it. 2 minutes video. So let me just tone down the volume so that you can hear also my commentary basically. And yes, so let's go. 2-minute video. This is probably the video trailer of the expansion. So yeah, the fragments. Oh guys,
break the ties that bind.
Let's go. Riven is thick. It's probably the thickest we have seen. Even thicker than Soraka. So 3 mana. 3/4. When you gain the attack token, reforge. I see Blade of the Exile in your hand. So this is kinda insane. Yeah, nice body, Vegeti. Like, this is kinda insane. Let's do this. Let's look at all the cards and then I'm gonna comment them. But like, these are already a pretty nice design
what conflict awaits?
Riven wields a broken blade.
What is broken can be reforged.
Weapon healed. Yeah, so we saw the reforge yesterday. When you ready your attack, a blade fragment returns. She wants to reforge me. 3 mana 3/4 is about as classic as it gets. Yeah, like pretty good stats, pretty good body. And she levels up. What was the level up condition? Probably you have the blade of Exile.
Fly to them on broken wings.
Pretty sick animation, by the way. Okay, so level up, when you gain the attack token reforge, again, when my power is increased for the first time each round, increase it by twice as much. Kinda interesting, guys. Okay, so Riven, very huge attack. So what do we want to do with this attack? Like, I'm probably thinking about Atrocity, OTK. Like, this is like, I am a sick person, and yeah, oh, Atrocity incoming. Atrocity OTK incoming. Like, yeah, also new overwhelm target. That's also good. Like, with Blade of Exile, he's also pretty strong. Sharper, faster. Let's go.
Riven, come face me. I wondered
Nice.
if I'd see you again. Awaken.
Nox Cry Arena.
My brain.
Riven in your deck. Okay, so what was that card? Each card is part of a greater weapon.
Follow the wind, but watch
go.
your back.
Broken wings
This is
need
so
no
bog.
wind to carry them.
So yeah, nice finish, perfect lethal, let's go. Can we give it overwhelm? Double attack somehow. Probably double attack, not yet, at least. Instead overwhelm, yeah, with like the Blade of Exile, Whip Destroyer. The Blade of the Exile, and also like Might from Noxus, or like the blade, what is it? The Zenith Blade from Targon. But yeah, so let's look at also the other cards. So yeah, meanwhile let me also save the image so that I will advance myself into releasing this video. Or even reveal. Just a second. Okay. So, Riven's weapon healed, we already saw that yesterday. This was basically leaked, I guess. Give an ally +2/+0 this round, reforge. Body rating S tier for sure. Like, yeah, guys, yeah, come on. Riven is kinda great. Like, there is my girlfriend right next to me, but she probably has headphones, so she's not hearing to me. Like, I'm watching her there right now, and yeah, she's not noticing. So yeah, but so like, I'm safe, guys. But yeah, Riven, like, come on. She's so thick, guys. So beautiful. Like, really. Look at her. But anyway, with that out of the way, me cheating my girlfriend over Riven. But yeah. No. She's listening. Are you listening to me? Mrs. Nintendo? No. She heard everything. But yeah, so I'm screwed, but that goes for later. Talking about the cards instead, Riven's weapon healed, show her the end gesture. No guys. Let's return to the cards. So like, give an ally +2/+0 this round, reforge. So like, again, as we talked about yesterday, probably, good way to generate lots of spells. So like, I could see this in Lee Sin, again, because of all the spells that you're gaining, since those Reforge gives you spells. My worry about some of these new cards is that they are too slow for big payoff though, and will get overwhelmed by aggro. Yeah, like, it's always a good argument, like a good thing to be worried about. Okay, so Asagi is in, again with his Russian. Riven as real. Riven as real. Yeah, like to cast all those spells. That's interesting. And also, I probably saw that too, because also these are all like attack-based buff. So, like, with Ezreal, which has elusive, this is also pretty great. So, like, for a burn style of archetype. But, like, I don't know really where Riven should go. Like, again, I kinda like, since Riven is such a great target for, like, attacking buffs, like, attack buffs. Hello, comrades. And, so, yeah, like, Atrocity. Like, really, I like that a lot, really. Like, imagine going into Might. This becomes a 10 attack. If you just go for this, and then you Atrocity as well. So, this basically becomes, if you have a Riven into the board already, and you go for Might and Atrocity, then that's a 10 burst for 9 mana, which is usually a win condition if you were also into aggro in the first place. So like I could see that being a thing. And again, what if you also have Riven's, Weapons Blade, Weapons Yield, whatever. Also, oh, you know what? Elixir of Wrath, if that's what it's called. Yeah, that's much better for this combo. Like you go Elixir of Wrath and Atrocity onto Riven, then this becomes a 7 mana with Atrocity. This becomes a 7 mana deal 10, which is kind of insane. So like yeah, this is kind of degenerate with Atrocity, or something that really cares about attack. Or otherwise, you could go for your normal game plan, which is like Kato, the Arm, for example, granting, giving also Riven Overwhelm and +3 attack, which becomes +7. So like, you know, like imagine you go for your normal aggro plan, Riven gets the attack from Kato, then she attacks, and you also go for Atrocity afterwards. This basically becomes like a pure OTK. So like, I don't know really about Riven. Like, we have to see her deck in action, but like there are lots of possibilities, and all are plausible. Let's call it like that. Does Frostbite counter Atrocity? Never seen in the interaction. Yeah, it counters that pretty hard. So like yeah, if Frostbite is not in the meta, of course. Survival skills look strong, although the skills of the killer will not work. Oh yeah, I didn't even read them yet. I was still talking about Riven. Riven's Weapons Healed probably will not see play. Probably in a just Reforge teamed deck, but nothing, not elsewhere. Sharpen Resolve, 3 mana burst, give an ally +3/+2 this round. So this is interesting. Pretty interesting. So like it is basically a Fear of the North, which costs 1 less, which is pretty helpful, pretty great. But instead of having like the less stat, you know, one stat less, it is not on the attack like it is from Fear of the North, but it is on health. So like if this was a give an ally +3/+3, then that would have been much better. But +3/+2, like I'm wondering about that. Like how does this compares to Pale Cascade, for example? Like Pale Cascade, it is so great because a 2 mana draw a card is already like okay. And on top of that, if you get the +2/+1 for this round, then it is completely insane. And that's why we run it all the way. But like, would you pay 2 mana just for give +2/+1? Probably no. And so like Sharpened Resolve probably won't see play, unfortunately. Like, yeah, doesn't do all that much as a combat trick, really. Instead, Survival Skills, 5 mana slow. Allies can drop below 1 health this round. When discarded, your strongest ally can drop below 1 health this round. Okay, that's really interesting. Discard support. Very interesting. Like, guys, really, no joke, this is completely insane, really. It's auto slow, so you don't use it before you attack the enemy. You just hit the pass. Yeah, but like this is not meant to be cast as a slow card. Like imagine on this card aggro, they are trying to remove your Jinx. You discard it at 0 mana with the Poro Cannon, and your Jinx is immortal this round. So they waste their removal, and they still have to commit resources to kill the Jinx. And if you are on the attack, then you can also attack with Jinx, and they either have to sacrifice a unit, or they just lose it, or you know, you get free damage onto a unit because Jinx is immortal. Ooh, I like the Discord portion. Yeah, like this is insane. This is really insane in this card aggro. Yeah, this card. I really think that, like, you know, I like that when it is discarded, it is not the same effect of what it was if it was not discarded, but just like Blade. So, like, I like this direction in design. And also I want to talk about Riven, by the way, how she levels up, which is also kind of interesting. All the reforge, how many times she will reforge. But like, yeah, so I like that at least this doesn't do the same thing if it was discarded, because that would have been disgusting. But like, yeah, discarding a 5 mana effect and getting it for free, basically, by discarding it, that seems pretty unbalanced, really. Like, I don't know, if this was your weakest ally, can drop below 1L this round, then that would have been much more situational. Like, you basically have just to have Jinx, for example, for that interaction that I said to work. But yeah, like, since it is the strongest, like, also imagine discard Riven, then. Like, what if you go for survival skills, and when they try to remove the Riven, then you just survival skills it, and you go, you know, your Riven is immortal. Like, that could... This card alone could activate, basically, lots and lots of archetypes, but they just need to go into this card a bit. So, like, yeah, I really like this card a lot. Like, this is, no joke, pretty interesting. Cheating out this effect for free on this card is kind of broken. But yeah, so, huge fan of this card. Also, I wanted to talk just a second about... like, this could have said every other turn, you know? Like, round start, every other round, whatever. Instead, they said when you gain the attack token, which is both, like, more, easy to get, what this means. And also, like, you can interact with it. You can build your deck around, like, gaining rally, so that your Riven levels up much faster. Because you rally all the times, and so you are reforging based off of just Riven. So, like, I really like that design, which is not restricted, and they opened it up for also the rally synergy. I hate playing it at 5 mana. Love it as a burst discard lol. Yeah, like, this is really not meant to be cast at 5 mana. But, like, and also it is low, you know? Like, if this was fast, that would have been completely broken. Like, really, imagine they go for Withering Wail, and you counter the Withering Wail, basically. Or, like, any AoE. Like, imagine Avalanche countered by survival skills. Like, yeah, at fast, that would have been completely broken. At least at slow, it still has some uses. Like, this is meant, as I say it again, as a discard tool. Like, you want to discard this. But if you, like, you know, if you don't have discard tools, if you know that your opponent doesn't really have answers to the survival skills, but you are in a turn when you want to do an attack and you don't have really good attacks, or at least you would trade evenly, then you can cast survival skills and go for an open attack with which, like, your opponent has to block your units and basically trade them. So, like, this is, in a sense, either a burn tool, because, like, they have to take the damage that otherwise they would have blocked against, again, I'm talking about, like, aggro against midrange, let's say it like that. Or this is basically a board wipe, if you look at it, because they have to block your units and they will die. Well, we are waiting for 16. What do you mean? Oh yeah, the expansion. Yeah, so, like, when the expansion will hit, we will tell. So yeah, that's it for the video, if you're watching this on YouTube.